Next part, we get into global variables. So inside Solidity, you have access to a few, like a series of global variables for you to use. There's a full list is on the Solidity Lang website. I will also include inside this notes. But the one that you will often use, something like base fee, block hash, chain ID, Coinbase, gas limit, number, timestamp. These ones are something you use a lot, especially message.data, message.sender, message.sig, message.value, gas price, TX origin. These ones are something that you use very, very often, including timestamp. You see these things all the time for you to do a lot. There's a lot of logic ties to that. Something like, tracking the value that's being sent in, who's being sent in, what kind of data being passed along, and on those ones. So that's something that you see these ones a lot. And this works very similar to other languages where you have access to these things as global variables, always available for you to call. Right? Next part is in Solidity. You also have access to a series of error handling keyword, which is you have assert, which assert, and the syntax is you assert, and there's a Boolean condition inside. And what assert does is it will cause a panic error, and then revert the transaction if the condition doesn't meet. And often used for internal errors. You have two other very powerful ones is require and revert. So let's go into require. Require, so you can do something like require with the Boolean conditions inside, and if the function is being executed and then the required condition doesn't meet, it will revert the transactions. But for the require statement, you can also add in a message into it, and it will revert if the condition is not met, and also return an error message for you to know what happened essentially. You also have revert, which is very similar, to require, but then revert is used with a if conditions. Usually, what you see is you see revert, and it will be something. You do something like an if, and it will revert if it doesn't satisfy the conditions. And revert also has string and memory reason. As of right now for Solidity, you can also add the custom error inside here instead of using string to save on gas.